Last week, I shared this video here, this thumbnail, of a video where I explained to you that the world has changed and the opportunity has changed such that you now have the opportunity to become a billionaire just by monetizing your database. I explained that my database is the movies or the videos that I have made over the last 4 years, the 4 books that I have read. And what I've realized is you have that same database, because all that database is what's came out of my brain, my sharing with you what my experiences, my life experiences are. And I realize that's exactly what Taylor Swift does. That's what Ed Sheeran does. That's what my favorite artists, singers do. That's what movies that I enjoy do. And all I have to do is monetize what's in my brain. You have to, first of all, get rid of that unwanted roommate in your head that says you can't do that. And in this video, I'm going to prove to you that this can be done, and it can be done in such a way that it will change your world. I'm going to share with you chapter 4 of this book. This is a book I wrote about the first 14 years in my life. It's called Tall Grass. You can find it, if you so choose to, on Amazon.com. Tall Grass by Kerry. In chapter 4, I explain that as a 8-year-old, I went to the hospital on May 3rd to visit my mother, who was there suffering from cancer. I didn't know that. I didn't know that that would be the last time I would see her. And that became the most important day in my life. It formed my character because it made me believe that my mother didn't love me. And I didn't reconcile that for many years after. So I went through my childhood believing that my mother didn't love me. Now, that's a traumatic event. What I'm going to show you here is how I, and having learned that traumatic event, can share it with the rest of the world. I can put it into a poem. I can put it into a song. I can put it into a movie. I can sell it to Netflix. This is the opportunity of your lifetime, and I'm going to prove it to you in this video, because right after this disclosure, you're going to see somebody that's going to share something that's going to break your heart, and you're going to understand. You're going to understand, well, if he can do that, so can I. And that's my challenge to you. First thing you got to do, though, is before you get through this disclosure that this is not financial advice or anything of that sort, you got to say, stop the video and say, I'm going to get rid of that unwanted roommate in my head that tells me I can't, I shouldn't, I'm not worthy. You must get rid of them. I'll tell you how to do that after you watch this.
Best of Us Investors presents Kerry Griegmeyer.
Echoes of a tear-stained memory. In a room where time stood still, Dad broke rules against the will. Hospital walls whispered pain and fears. For Butch's birthday, drowned in tears. Mom sat frail, surrounded yet warm. Wires and machines, an unusual form. A moment embraced, a touch so dear, but unseen words sparked a looming fear. Butch's voice cracked, hurt and small. Mom, you forgot. Don't care at all. Tears, uncontained, flowed in haste. In that silent space, an emotional waste, sent away into the night's chill, unanswered questions, an echoing drill. Her words, a dagger piercing the night, Kobe's heart, swathed in blinding light. Stop crying, Dad's commanding tone. Yet Kobe's tears, they flowed, alone. In the car back seat's quiet, turmoil's embrace, a son's unspoken, misunderstood trace, a mother's words etched in dismay. No, let them stay. I want Kobe to display. Misunderstood love, in those whispered lines, a heart deemed empty, love that declines. In the echo of sobs, a tender goodbye, a belief took root beneath the sky. A child's heart wounded left awry, in that solemn moment, love's sad goodbye. Unbeknownst, the last touch, the final gaze, a mother's love in a confusing maze. Kobe left, heart heavy, feeling small, not knowing 'twas the last time he'd recall.
That was chapter 4 of this book. A book that I wrote about the 10 most important days in my life and how they changed me and formed my character and made me into the man I am today. I did that poem by basically uploading chapter 4 into ChatGPT. I asked ChatGPT to make me a poem. We went through it 3 times. I did some editing. I asked him to do something a little different, to emphasize more the heartbreak that I felt in believing that my mother didn't love me. And ChatGPT and I worked together for about 45 minutes on creating that. I then took that and took it to a website that I uploaded it into my avatar. And no, that was not Bradley Cooper, that was me. And I spoke the words that ChatGPT and I created about May 3rd, 1953, the last time I saw my mother. Now, I can turn that, as I said, into anything I want to, but that's immaterial. What's really important here is you have the same type of life experiences. You have these things in your head that you have yet to share with anybody. And they're as good as Taylor Swift songs or Ed Sheeran songs. They're as good because they're yours and they're full of emotion, and you can make them available to the world, whether it's in a YouTube channel like me, or it's in a book, or if it's in a movie. You have life experiences that the world wants to know about. You are not white. You're black. Maybe you're Indian. Maybe you're Chinese. You have a world that is totally different than mine, that is totally different than Taylor Swift's, but the world wants to know about it. And that's your database. And artificial intelligence is going to monetize that for you if you will get past the belief that you can't do it, that you're not capable of being a Bradley Cooper. He's got some gift that you don't have. No, he doesn't. Neither does Ed Sheeran. They just have learned how to get rid of the roommate in your head that says, nobody wants to know what I'm all about. Nobody wants to share that information. Yes, they do. And if you will... And I don't want to be selling books, but I want to share my life. I realized, who are you and why are you you? And once you can get past that, you can find out who you have the potential to become. My main point is this wasn't possible a year ago before ChatGPT. You couldn't go somewhere and say, write me a poem, write me a song, write me a movie script about my life. Here, let me share my life with you. Try it. Go to ChatGPT. Take the most important day of your life and put it into a paragraph, and then go to ChatGPT and say, write me a poem about this. Write me a song about it. Let's make a screenplay. Let's make a novel. You can do this because you have the database. It isn't all owned by Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Bradley Cooper, and Taylor Swift. You are their equal now. And it's possible because of artificial intelligence. They have taken the barriers away to keep you out of the billionaire category. Take it as far as you want. If John said to me, Kerry, you speak in too large numbers. Most of us only have tens of thousands, and you should be talking in millions. No. You have the potential to become a billionaire. Do not set no limits. I hope you watched last night's Alabama-Georgia football game, and then I hope you stayed with it to see the final interview of the quarterback when he made the statement, keep the main thing the main thing. Stay focused. This is your opportunity to take what's in your head and share it with the world and stay focused on it. Double down on it. Say, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to learn how to use ChatGPT. I'm going to learn how to monetize my database and share it with the world, because what you know, what you experienced is worthy. Get rid of that roommate in your head and reach your potential. Keep the main thing the main thing. Stay focused. I'm Kerry Grinkmeyer. I'm a retired financial advisor. I'll help you invest your money, but I think much more important than that is monetize your database. And stay with me, and I'll show you how to do it. And if you've got a young child, or you've got anybody that you want to share the biggest breakthrough in the world that could change their lives, share this video with them. Make this sucker go viral so that we can change the world. Because artificial intelligence will make me a rock star.